Welcome back to another episode of Random Talks with Nick, everybody. Today we're going to be talking about a few things, but let me give you some updates on Florida because today's day 2. So today we basically just hung out at the condo, went to the pool. They went to the beach for a little bit. I didn't go. There was some more shark sightings, which is great, I guess. Yeah, so it's just been a very just basic day. Just like an average day. It's not too crazy. So today I'm going to be talking about a few things, like I said in the beginning. Um, well, let's get into it, I guess. So, the first subject of today's episode is Ross Lynch. Let me give you a few background pointers. I have been in love with Ross Lynch ever since the show Austin Alley premiered on Disney Channel. I don't even know how many years ago. I would just know I was young, and I fell in love with Austin Moon, who Ross Lynch plays. And I followed his journey ever since. Disney Channel, with his siblings, with his music career and everything like that, and just his life in general. So, yeah, I'm just really fucking in love with Ross Lynch, and I would do anything for that man. He is just so scrumptious and delicious. Like, I have a really, 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 really big fascination with him and his life. Like, I'm in love with him, and I want to be with him, but I know it's never gonna happen because he's way older than me, and I'm fucking delusional and crazy. Um, so, but when I say like I'm in love with Ross Lynch, I mean it. Like everything about him is like very, 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 very attractive. Um, his hair, his eyes, his body, his voice, his music, the way he walks, the way he talks. I'm not the fangirl type, but like honestly, when it comes to Ross Lynch, I am the fangirl type because he's literally the best thing ever. I'm trying to think of like, let me share my delusion with you guys actually first. Okay, so one, if I could get pregnant, I would want it to be by his baby. I just know in another multiverse, somewhere in the multiverse or around the universe, whatever you want to call it. I just know that in this multiverse, men can get pregnant, and I'm one of those men that get pregnant, and it's with Ross Lynch's babies, because we already have a few. We have like 3, all right? I know, delusion's crazy. 2 boys and a girl. We live on a farm in a cottage house. We have a dog named Jasper. We have some sheeps. Some sheep. I said some sheeps. Bitch, I'm stupid. It's sheep. We have a couple horses. We have ducks. We have a couple cows. We have barn cats to get the mice, you know. I'm just borderline crazy, I know. This delusion is just a fantasy. Um, but yeah, so in a different part of the universe or multiverse, me and him are married and we have 3 kids together and a dog and farm animals. And I love it. Oh my god, we have a pond too. I can't forget about the pond because that's where the ducks live. Um, it's just great. It's a really good. I just know my life is great in that universe with him. Um, I really sound fucking crazy right now. I'm not, I swear. This is my dream, by the way, in my dreams. But I would want Ross Lynch to do bad things to me, and I would do bad things to him. There's like a lot of things that I would never do with someone, but if Ross Lynch came to me and was like, "Yeah, let's do it," I think I would do it because it's Ross Lynch, and like when I tell you like I would do anything for this man, I would get my hands and knees, I'd jump off a bridge, I'd literally go to jail for him. I will go to a psych ward. I don't know. It's just crazy shit. And like when I'm dedicated to this is just in general too, like off topic, but like when I'm dedicated to a person that I really enjoy and like that I have feelings for, like I will do anything for them. It doesn't matter if you're Ross Lynch. It doesn't matter if you're like just a friend of mine that I love or something like that. I would do anything for you. Um, I'm just trying to think of like oh my god, his music. Ross Lynch's music is great. I followed his music, like I said, from the beginning, from Austin and Alley. Then he did R5 with his family, his siblings, and then he has the Driver era now with his brother. All very talented siblings, all very talented. Like, seriously, when I say all very talented, I mean it. They all have amazing voices. It's just genuinely like I really enjoy their music. Ross Lunch kind of saved my life with his music. S- yeah, I just genuinely like the Driver era. I was supposed to go see them in Indianapolis, but I never did because some situations popped up with some people, which is fine, I guess. But it kind of crushed my dream to see him in person and breathe the same air as him. But so whatever, I guess. Like the fuck. Um, I just like really, really, really wish I went, but I couldn't because I can't drive and I'm a sore loser. I'm joking. I'm joking. I personally just like um I really, 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 really love Ross Lynch. This this topic was supposed to be only about Ross Lynch, but I think I'm gonna make it more broad and talk about other artists that like really help me get through shit and like artists that I really love. Let's talk about Amy Winehouse now. I love Amy Winehouse. I was introduced to her by my stepmother a couple years ago. She is a jazz singer. She is sadly passed away. She died when she was 27 years old due to alcohol poisoning, which is so sad. But when I tell you her music is like soulful, like she wrote music about her life and shit that she went through. It's not like, oh, like I want to do drugs, have sex. No, it's like shit she's lived through and like what she has done in her life and like how her life has been changing throughout the years. It's just amazing. Um it's looking really sad that she passed away because like I said, her music is like very soulful and it's very realistic and it's not crazy. I have a tattoo for her actually on my I think it's my right above my right elbow. It's two hearts. She has two hearts on her arm. I did it because she honestly saved my life too. Like Ross Lunch did. She There's a song she has called Back to Black. It's one of the best songs ever. It's what her second debut album is named after. It's one of the most famous albums ever in the world. But that song is like really relatable because like when you love someone so much and then they like break your heart, you go back to like your old habits and some of those old habits could be bad and I've lived through it as well. So it like really touches my heart when I listen to that song. Um she's great. I wish she was alive. I really really do because she's a really amazing artist and she touches my heart and my soul. Like really. They just came out with a new movie called Back to Black. It's about her life. People don't like it, but I personally do. It's actually really good. It did portray a lot of like her drug use more than like her actual career, in my opinion. But you have to understand, like her career was a like most of it was revolved around drugs, which is like it's not okay, but it's like I said, it's her life, and like most of her music was like based on that. Um, she has a song called Rehab, basically talking about how she has a drug problem, but her peers and her father basically told her she didn't need it, which is fucked up in my opinion. I hate her dad. I literally do. I fucking hate her father, and I hate Blake, the man she was with that got her into drugs heavily. Um, they both can rot in fucking hell, but it's fine, I guess. What's another musician that that really touches my heart? Um, Ariana Grande. Oh my god. This woman, I have listened to this woman ever since I was like in fifth grade. Watched her on Victorious, iCarly, when she guest starred on iCarly, I should say, when they did the crossover episodes. Then she did Sam and Cat, but I followed her career ever since she was on those shows, and she just came out with an album called Eternal Sunshine. It's really good. Some of it is very touching. It's about her divorce to her fucking ex husband Dalton, which fuck him, he's a piece of shit. Which is like fine, like you can be a piece of shit, but like not when it comes to Ariana Grande, because that woman also saved my life with her music. My favorite album by her is Dangerous Woman. You should definitely go listen to it. It's It's kind of sexy. Um, she's just a beautiful human and soul. Like I know she like came out with like I know there was like a video of her saying she hates Americans, but like honestly, sometimes who doesn't hate Americans? Sometimes like we're shitty people. I will say like honestly, like I'm gonna be honest, like Americans are shitty. She liked donuts too, which is okay. Like people make mistakes, we get through those mistakes, we get past them. Um, she's about to star in one of my favorite musicals of all time, Wicked. I love Wicked. It's basically like a prequel to The Wizard of Oz and how the Wicked Witch of the West and Glinda became the Witches of Oz. And she's starring as Glinda. And I think she's been wanting this ever since Broadway. No, sorry, my bad. Ever since she's seen Broadway when she was 5 years old, Kristen Chenoweth is her idol because she played the original Glinda when it debuted. So yeah, I'm very excited for that movie. It comes out November 17th, I think, around Thanksgiving, and I'm literally dying to see it. Um, but yeah, those are a few artists that I really love and that like really touch my heart and save my life. And if you don't like them, screw you. I am genuinely saying that like you're just a hater if you don't like these artists. And I'm gonna say like okay, like some people hate Ariana Grande, like I get it. Some people hate Ross Lynch, I get it. But like if you honestly like, I'm gonna say this right now. If you hate Amy Winehouse, you're like honestly like a shitty person because she didn't deserve what she went through ever, and I will stand by that. Alrighty, let's get into the next topic now. My computer's gonna die again, and I'm kind of pissed about it, but it's fine. Like my computer just does not want to charge at all. So the next topic is going to be about killer whales. If you know me, I'm a very, 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 very heavy person on loving killer whales. They are very dear to me. I love killer whales. They don't deserve half the shit they go through because it's wrong. Captivity is shitty. SeaWorld and all these parks around the world that have killer whales and that breed them are really shitty. Um, like when I say I love killer whales, like if someone came up to me on the streets and asked me about killer whales, like just know I'm gonna talk your fucking ear off about killer whales because I genuinely love them. And if you don't like killer whales, like I'm just gonna automatically assume you're a SeaWorld lover. And if you love SeaWorld, you are just disgusting. Like when I say I hate SeaWorld, like I hate them. They treat their animals like shit, especially their killer whales. Like these killer whales like kill themselves in these places because they're so lonely and dead inside because they don't treat them right. And like these parks want to be like sit over here and say like no, these tanks are good for them. They have the veterinary care. No, it's not good for them. It's not. It is not good for them. And you're liars. You're disgusting. I hate you because you're treating these majestic, these large, beautiful creatures like they're puppies. They're not puppies, baby. They are big 10,000-pound whales that have a natural instinct to hunt and kill. They do it for fun. Like they literally do it for fun. Um, Perks on why half the SeaWorld trainers get killed by killer whales because their natural instinct is to kill. And I don't blame the killer whales either. I don't even blame the trainers either. I blame the owners and the like people that run SeaWorld because they're like, oh no, they're like good, they're puppies. Let's pet them, let's swim with them, let's jump off them. No, and like when I tell you the conditions of these whales are bad, the conditions of these whales are bad. Like they have like skin conditions. They rake each other, and that when they rake each other, I mean like when that means like they bite each other and like scrape their teeth against each other. There's pictures of killer whales with like decaying jaws. It's so bad. It is so bad for these whales. I feel so bad. Um, I'm trying to think of like there's a movie you guys should like really sit down and watch. It's called Free Willy. It's about a whale named Willie. He's in captivity, but he gets released by this boy named Jesse. Then these insurance loaders try to kill him and get millions of dollars off this whale because of the insurance of him, which is like fucked up. And like and Willie has like these whales. His family, his mom is like outside of the park crying for him, and the park just don't give a shit and they just want to kill him. But luckily he gets free, and this motherfucking whale, he jumps over these rocks. These rocks, bruh. And he's free in the ocean. There's 4 movies. 3 of them revolve around Jesse and Willie. The other one revolves around like this girl who like finds this baby orca and names him Willie. It has nothing to do with the original movies. Um, which is like okay, I guess, but like not. It's not as good as the movies. Oh, there's also a documentary that is really good. It's called Blackfish. It revolves around a whale named Tillicum. He was taken from his mom in Iceland. I'm pretty sure it was Iceland. But he ended up killing about 4 people in captivity. Again, not his fault. Again, not the victim's fault. It's the park's fault that let these whales in these tanks. And they try to blame one of the victims, saying it was her fault for having a ponytail, but like the regulation that SeaWorld has set is like female trainers have to have a ponytail, which is like fucked up. Like, how are you gonna blame a victim? Like, you're fucked up for that. Like, really fucked up. I hate people that blame victims for shit. It's like really, really messed up. But my love for killer whales is like real. I want to get a tattoo of killer whales on my ribs and like aquatic creatures in general because like I love the ocean. I want to be a marine biologist, but like that really has nothing to do with us right now. But it's fine. We'll get into that to another episode, okay? Um, I just genuinely like really, really, really care for killer whales, and my dream is to literally swim with them, like actually swim with killer whales in the wild. Alaska, they do these like tours, like whale watching tours, and it's like you literally go in the habitat of killer whales and watch them. But I don't think you can get to swim with them. You just like take pictures, you get to say hi and all that. It's just like it sounds really fucking fun. I know these big ass whales supposed to be the most dangerous creatures in the ocean, but it's fine, I guess, because there has never been an attack of killer whales attacking people in the wild. Except their boats, I guess, because the killer whales have been like really, really heavily into like destroying boats right now. And like, what if I go watch these killer whales in the wild and they destroy my boat and I sink and they like kill me? Honestly, if a killer whale wanted to eat me, I'd let it because like, what a cool way to go down. So fun, so fun, so fun. Okay, well, I think killer whale talk is over. I think we should get into why I think I would survive a murderer or a serial killer. So I have it in my head that I would actually survive a fucking killer or like a serial killer or a murderer coming after me because I watch true crime. I love true crime. I watch this podcast. I'll put pictures up of the podcast. I'll name it right now. It's called Murder with My Husband. It's hosted by this lovely couple named Garrett and Peyton Moreland. They've been married for a couple years now. They have a dog named Daisy. It's so cute. But they literally do podcasts or like podcast episodes about like episodes of like victims that survive, victims that go through these like horrible things. And my favorite things to listen to are the ones about the survivors because I'm like, it gives me pointers of like how I think I would survive like a serial killer. And I genuinely think I could because one, I'm gonna give you 3 reasons. I think I could psychologically like turn it around on a killer and be like, gotcha, bitch, fuck you, I'm gonna kill ya. No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't, if someone was trying to kill me, I wouldn't kill them. I would just like defend myself because I'm not trying to like go to jail either. I know it's like self-defense, but like some people don't care about that. Like some jurisdictions, but it's fine, I guess. But oh my god, if I was kidnapped too, I have like, there's like a case, there's a case that I like watched a movie about. She basically was kidnapped and she like literally spit everywhere and like put her DNA like, watch me, I'm gonna rip my hair out, I'm gonna rip patches of my hair out and literally fucking spread it all over that shit. So like if they find me either dead or alive, like they're gonna fucking know that I tried my best to like get out of there and survive. But I genuinely think I would survive. Like there's like ways to like do DNA, like just spit on your hand and just wipe that shit around a window and wipe it off. Like, yeah. I'm a fast runner. I know I look like a tubby, but it's true. I'm a really fast runner. So I think I can outrun a killer too. Like I said, I would psychologically try to get in their head and like turn it around on them. What's another thing? I'm trying to think of another thing. I don't know. If like someone was really, really trying to kill me, I think I'd actually put like all my effort and like fight into it. Because one, if you're about to get killed, like your adrenaline is running. Like you're gonna grab everything you can. You're gonna fight with everything you got. Like I'm just saying, like I wish a motherfucker would. I really wish a motherfucker would, because I really think I would survive. I know it's like probably like a delusion of mine, but like I really really think I would be able to survive a serial killer. That sounds really crazy, I know, but it's not. I'm trying to think of like another reason why I think I would survive a serial killer. Oh, I think if like I was in a situation where it was like a mass killing, I think I would like just act dead and like hold my breath so they don't like. I'll just like, I don't think I could actually hold my fucking breath because I can barely like hold my breath for like 5 seconds without breathing. Cause like, and that just shows how fat I am. Maybe I wouldn't be able to outrun a fucking killer, bro. They're gonna be yelling, you're fat, you can't run, you're fat, you fucking fat bitch." Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I just genuinely, in my head, I just really think I would survive a killer with all. Because, like, I watch true crime to get pointers on shit like this. Because just in case I am in a situation, hopefully I never am. And this is not an open invite to try to come kill me, to kidnap me or anything like that. I swear. Please don't. Um, but I just, like, I don't know. I just really do think I would survive. I know delusion's crazy, but I'm trying to think of like other shit. I would like back to like the hair ripping thing. I think I'd like rip my hair out to like get like the hair follicles because like that's how they test like DNA, and I think I'd like leave a trail of it, but like not enough where the killer is gonna see like the trail of hair. I think I'm gonna leave like little strands because these forensic scientists or whatever you want to call them, they be looking at that shit like crazy. I just like there's so many ways. There's so many ways I think I would survive. And it's like there's so many ways that I can't even talk about because it's just a lot. I just really. Oh my god, guys. There's a deer over here. I'm not even kidding. Sorry, off topic. I just seen it. It kind of scared me and it's looking at me. She's so cute. Um I'm going to take a picture of her so you guys can see her. Oh my god. Sorry guys. This deer is distracting me. She's so cute. I'll put a picture of her up on the pod so you guys can see what she looks like. She's literally by herself. It's so sad. Oh, let's talk about this. I'm gonna have like the highest security system in the world. When I become famous, like when I become like rich as shit, I'm gonna have like a security system like Edna from The Incredibles. You know how that bitch was like, well, that baby was like wah 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 wah, and then like he was like handprint and shit. Like I'm gonna have a security system like that. Your eyeball is gonna have to be detected. I'm gonna make you mouth swab that shit and stick it in like the doorknob so like it can be like oh um Nick is here, Nick's mom is here, like shit like that, you know. So once I'm rich and famous, hopefully I become rich and famous one day, I'm gonna get the highest security system in the world. I'm gonna build that shit myself. Like when I tell you like there's gonna be a camera on every goddamn door. There's gonna be like 3 cameras on each door. There's gonna be like an alarm system on every window, every doorknob. Like, no, my doorknobs are gonna have like fucking like if you grab it and it doesn't like recognize your fingertips or it's not in my system, it's gonna like electrocute the shit out of you. And like when I say electrocute the shit out of you, you're gonna look like fucking a Tom and Jerry episode when you're like static, like ugh, and like frozen and you can't fucking talk. Like don't fucking. I'm gonna have like guard dogs too, like Dobermans. Fuck with me. Fuck with me. I dare you to come in my motherfucking house. My Doberman's gonna eat the fuck out of you. I just like I don't know. There's just some ways I think I would survive like serial killers or killings because I know it's a delusion. I know I'm delusional, but like true crime, I feel like listen to true crime. I think it's gonna actually help you like with shit like that, and it's gonna give you a different perspective of like the real world too, of like what can happen to you and what happens to other people. Um, on that note, let's talk about like victims. My heart goes out to the victims that have not survived, and my heart goes out to the victims that have survived. It's very sad that victims have to go through stuff like that, especially when you're just minding your own and doing your own thing. It's very sad, especially like rest in peace to all the victims that haven't survived. But I want to say something about the victims who do survive. It's I you're strong. Victims that survive are strong. They have to carry that with them the rest of their life. The trauma of like what they've gone through. If it was a kidnapping, if you survived a mass murder, like it's beyond crazy to me that some people do that and live through it. Like you're strong. You're strong. Personally, if I survive something like that, I don't know if I would be able to like live, not live, but like I think I would have the worst trauma ever. I think I would cry myself to sleep every night. I would have to go to therapy. Like I know victims go to therapy for this shit, but like when I say therapy, I mean like every hour of the day. But my heart goes out to all the victims that have survived or haven't survived. I think it's very guys, the deer is literally hanging out with me and it's really, really, really cool. I love this deer. Alrighty, guys, that's the end of today's episode. I really hope you enjoy. I know it's very random, but that's why the podcast is called Random Talks with Nick. Alrighty, guys, bye.